6v6 is better than 5v5 in Overwatch. Now let me explain before everyone comes to me. I don't know if it's just because it's different, we've not had it in a while, other than Open Queue, which is a bit 50-50 on if you actually get a decent team. It just feels like you can do it more, whether it's 1-3-2 or 2-2-2. There's more team comps that you can use, there's more variety you can use more heroes. And also, I feel like counter swapping is less of an issue, not just for tanks but for like everyone. Because like, yes, on the one hand, they have one extra person to counter swap you, so they can just go and harder to counter swap you. The issue with that is if they counter swap just you, they're probably more than likely leaving themselves open to everyone else on your team, so then therefore you're still getting value just from existing and doing stuff. You might be having not as good stats, but you'll be doing stuff because they'll be turning around to deal with you, or they'll be dealing with you on the front line so they can't deal with the flanker and their back line. That's my view. Like, they can hard counter, but then they're opening themselves up to everyone else, whereas in 5v5 it takes one person to counter you and they can still deal with the rest of your team as well. At 6v6 there's added pressure of the extra damage coming through, or the two tanks walking at you, or even one flanker. Or even when it's your own team, like if there's someone on your team who just can't deal with the flanker or like the frontline pressure, you can help them. It won't happen every game, I'm not saying everyone's perfect, people have off games, but there's more of a chance that you can help them and you can do something about it. Whether you go a third damage to break through the shields, or whether you go a second tank to outlast the damage. Whichever you want to do it, there's more chances, there's more variety to do it. Counter swap is not an issue, the games, to me when I played them, felt faster, I'm not sure. I know this weekend felt better than last weekend. Admittedly I haven't played as much before this weekend as I did play before the last weekend, if that makes sense. So maybe it's just me getting back into the game. Personally I felt the games felt faster, I didn't really have them go to overtime, I didn't really have them outstay their welcome, it felt like something was always happening, it felt like I just felt better, maybe it's just because it's different. Obviously in an ideal world, like yeah, they wouldn't have to have two split communities fighting against which one's which. You could just do, 5v5 and then 6v6, both role queued, and then both for quick load, both for comp. But the issue with that is the queue times, because that's already an issue. Either way you want to do it, whether it's 5v5 or 6v6, queue times are an issue, so you can't have both of them, it's just one or the other. Maybe they just do it so you have 5v5 and 6v6 and they rotate them every couple of years or something, and everyone gets a bit of stuff. But overall I think whichever way the game will be fun. I think either way there can be some balancing tweaks, although to be fair it's not too awful at the moment, I don't think. I think there's definitely some annoying stuff, but overall it's not awful at the moment, whether it's 5v5 or 6v6. But yeah, I think overall 6v6 will be a nice fun thing for the new season. It'll be a big change, yes, some people have to adapt. Same thing happened when it went to 5v5, people had to adapt, so there's no real difference there. I think overall it solves a lot of issues, it adds variety to the game, it adds some amount of fun, it can mean technically you can play with more of your friends, because there's an extra person on the team. So, win. But yeah, overall 6v6 for me is, I'm finding it more fun than 5v5.